Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to Does Boxing. We back again with another one. We got this pre-gaming show for you guys. Fight week, January 23rd to the 24th. So we're gonna talk about this fight week, predictions, you know what I'm saying, breakdowns. Y'all know how we get down with this boxing. Salute to everybody coming through the building. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe. Much appreciated. Salute to the playback as well. You know what I'm saying? Y'all come on in, drop your comments, man. It's much appreciated. So we're gonna get to it. Get straight to it. My man Mike in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute to you. Marta Prince. What's good? Salute to you, bro. Yes, sir. Appreciate you guys as always coming through. Yes, sir. All right. So we're gonna start with this one. We got LA Fight Nights tomorrow, actually. You know what I'm saying? You catch it on the zone. This is like a co-promotional type of card. You got a little bit of everybody. You got Golden Boy, Pro Box, Top Rank. They got a bunch of their fighters on the card. So pretty solid event on Friday night, so we're gonna touch on it. We got Sanchez versus Ramirez. Pretty decent, decent fight. Jose Sanchez is a pretty good fighter. With he fights with Golden Boy. He's a pretty good guy. I think he's from Puerto Rico, I believe. He's facing Ramirez, so they fighting at junior featherweight. Should be a pretty good fight. We have Leonardo Rockovar. He's on the card. He was supposed to fight last week on that card they had, and that card that Golden Boy had. He was supposed to fight on that, but he pulled out, so he's gonna fight on this one. Art Barrera Jr. He's a top ranked fighter prospect. He's on the card, and he's trained by Robert Garcia. So Robert Garcia got like a busy weekend. He's with Ray Mortala in Vegas, and then he probably got some. He probably has somebody on his team, on his coaching staff, with Art Barrera down in L.A. Well, Long Beach. We got a good fight that just got added though. We got Elios Madet versus Azak Hovhannisyan. This is a good fight right here. Good fight. Madet, he's up and coming super featherweight, kind of like a prospect. He's facing a veteran, Azak Hovhannisyan, who is always in great fights. So yeah, pretty solid card though. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like a club show, but we got some talented young fighters though for you guys to tap into. This will be on the Zone. You know what I'm saying? They might have it on YouTube as well on the Zone YouTube channel. So y'all tap in with it. You know what I'm saying? Tap in. All right, let's keep it pushing, man. Zuffa Boxing. This is their first show. You know what I'm saying? Under the Zuffa Boxing banner. Paul M, what's good with you, bro? Salute to you. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for your support. Salute to you. So Zuffa Boxing, they're making their debut in the world of boxing. You know what I'm saying? We all know and we all tapped in. So this will be on Paramount Plus. This is Z01, Zuffa 01. So yeah, man, I'm interested in this. Here's the main card right here. Headlined by Callum Watch versus Carlos Ocampo. We're gonna touch on it. PGA's big dog in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute to you. So Callum Watch and Ocampo. I mean, this gonna be pretty entertaining. Y'all know Ocampo, and we don't know nothing about him. He's gonna come to fight. We know about when he step up in competition, he falls short. He got a lot of experience in this fight, a lot of fights and stuff like that. But when he step up, Earl Spence got him up out of there in one round. He lost the front door over 12 rounds. He couldn't stop him, but he lost basically all the rounds. And Tim Tszyu ran through him. So this is actually a pretty solid main event. You know what I'm saying? Now I know people, based on the way Zuffa coming into boxing, people expect more or whatever, or they want something to be so crazy and outrageous. I actually like these three fights. They're pretty much even, you know what I'm saying? Or at least competitive, action-packed fights. So, Callum Watch is coming off a good win over Fernando Vargas Jr. He didn't look his best like how he looked before that. You know what I'm saying? He was stopping a lot of guys. But he was able to outbox Fernando Vargas Jr. on the Canelo Crawford undercard. So, of course, Dana White is rocking with him. So he's headlined the first show. That should be a pretty fun, entertaining middleweight fight. You know what I'm saying? Campo coming. He gonna come to fight. You know what I'm saying? And he got some solid power and stuff like that. But I think Colin Wash has the edge in this fight for sure. RGBA, yeah, they got a busy week, bro. They all over. That's what's up, though. That's why it's kind of hard not to give Robert Garcia Trainer of the Year every year because he got so many fighters, and It's and he busy. Him and his staff is busy. So yeah, that's what's up. I like Zuffa's matchmaking thus far. That Fairweather card, yeah, that shit tough. I ain't gonna lie, that shit solid. Honestly, this card right here is better than a lot of mainstream fights that we've been seeing lately. If we're gonna be honest, Misiel Lopez, excuse me, Misiel Rodriguez. He's a RGBA fighter. He's facing Austin Deanda. Deanda is from Virginia, I believe. I remember he fought on a top rank card. You know what I'm saying? I think he fought on Keyshawn's card when he fought in Norfolk. So this is a pretty good fight too. Middleweights. Rodriguez, I know he fought. I think he fought Omar Chavez, and he's popular in Mexico. He's real popular in Mexico. He's a Mexican Olympian, so he may have the edge on that. And plus, he's with Robert Garcia, so that's always a plus. JJ Romano, what's good with you, bro? Yeah, it's gonna be a banger. That's a good fight too. I'm with that. What's good with you though? Salute to you. Julian Hammerhands Rodriguez versus Kane Sandoval. This might be the best fight on the card. Julian's coming off a good win over Avis Griffin. He stopped him on the MVP card in June. It was like a come from behind knockout win as well. And he's pretty confident. He's the bigger puncher out of the two. You know what I'm saying? He should be the bigger man, but look at these guys face to face. They look pretty much the same size. Kane Sandoval is an action packed fighter, moving up from 140 to 147. But I don't think that's gonna be a big difference. This gonna be a good fight though. You know what I'm saying? Because Sandoval is in your face, and he's sneaky good with his punch selection and excuse me, with his punch selection and his hand speed. Like in the inside, he know how to let his hands go. He throw a lot of quick shots to the body and a lot of good solid combinations. So if you haven't seen him fight, you're in for a treat because Sandoval is going to bring that smoke. You know what I'm saying? I can see Rodriguez kind of boxing a little bit and kind of trying to set traps and counter punch and land some power shots. But this is gonna be a good fight though. I'm looking forward to it, man. So the three main card fights are actually pretty solid, action packed fights. There's nothing to probably knock fans off their seat, but boxing fans ain't never satisfied. So what is we talking about? You know what I'm saying? Here's the rest of the card, though, which I think is pretty solid as well. Got some good names on this card. Troy Nash is back, lightweight. I know he fought in that the WBC tournament. He's a good up and coming prospect. He's facing Jacob Ramos, so pretty good matchup. Robert Merriweather the third is back. You know what I'm saying? I like him. Another good young fighter. He's facing Cesar Correa. And Merriweather been around, basically fought on all the platforms, Top Rank, Pro Box, Mayweather Promotions, PBC. He been around, so yeah, it's good that he's getting an opportunity. Emiliano Cardenas versus Marcus Harris. Now this is an interesting fight. Marcus Harris is pretty solid. I know he got one loss down in Mexico, but I seen him on Pro Box last year. He looked pretty good. Cardenas is going to bring that smoke. That's a good fight. You got Floyd Cash Flow Diaz is back. This is first fight since he left Top Rank, and we haven't seen him a lot, but he's a good fighter though. I feel like Floyd Diaz he could be a good contender at 122 or 118. He's facing Gutierrez, so I want to see how he looks. He's been out the ring for a while. He has some legal issues, so hopefully that don't deter him how he fights. He's a good talented fighter, not like the biggest power puncher, but he got some flash to him, and he can fight too. He got a good deep amateur background as well. Omar Trinidad versus Max Arnalez. This is a good fight. This is a good fight. My man Max is tall. He like 5'9", fight at 122. He moving up to featherweight, so he'll probably fill in real well here. He's a good fighter. You know what I'm saying? He's tall and rangy, but he like to bang in the inside as well. Omar Trinidad is another one of those guys. He was with 360 Promotions, fighting on UFC Fight Pass. Been fairly active, you know what I'm saying? He's number 2 in the IBF, top 10 in the WBC. Omar Trinidad is a good fighter. He do a lot of stuff real well. He don't really jump off the screen at you, but he's a real solid, talented guy. You know what I'm saying? He's strong, durable. He's coming off a draw, but I think he's still a top 10-ish type of featherweight. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good fight too. So y'all tap in. The undercard, the prelims are solid. The main card is solid. So this is their first event for Zuffa Boxing. So everybody gonna be tapped in. So I don't gotta tell y'all because we want to see the product. They're gonna critique everything. Excuse me. They're gonna critique everything about this card. From the if they have ring card girls, they're gonna talk about how many fans in the crowd, the announcers, the camera angles, everything gonna get critiqued because Zuffa is coming to the game and they're talking about taking over. So everybody gonna be tapped in. So let's see. Yeah, it should be good though. I'm definitely tapped in for this one. Then hold on, let me go back. My man JJ, he said then Hammer Hands get beat. Yeah, he did. That was his last fight with Top Rank. That was some years ago. Let's be real. What's good with you, bro? He said good to see Floyd Cashflow back. Yeah, man, I like him. He's solid. Opplin LD, what's good with you? Zuffa and Probox cars kind of remind me of each other. A lot of young, under the radar guys. For sure. That's good though. That's a good starting point because Probox, they started off by using that model, and now look what they at. We fuck with Probox heavy, so I guess that's what Zuffa gonna follow. That's not a bad thing to follow. They should have threw Marco Castro. He might be. He might be. He might be on one of these cars. He's training for something. He's in training camp with Ryan Garcia, so I mean, he might be on one of these cars. Y'all stay tuned. Wonder when Valoria and Hackett would debut. Probably Jaleel Hackett just fought in December. So if I had to guess, he might be on one of the February cards, maybe February the 14th. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully Valoria too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm guess I say maybe Hackett would be on the FA and Charles Martin card. My guess. Tyrone might as well sell everything. Man, I don't know. They got a lot of stake in the game. But look, Zuffa gonna end up taking over. Y'all mark my words by this. They're gonna end up taking over once these contracts with the fighters start to run out because nobody have a deal. Only one have a deal is Matchroom. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else basically don't have a deal. I know PBCs with Amazon, but they rarely do cars. Like they do cars here and there. So you got Golden Boy, they all of a deal with the Zone, and then you have Top Rank. You know what I'm saying? Two of the three biggest promotion companies. So they still got contracts for their fighters. So once those contracts start to run out, because they gotta give that fighter at least 2 or 3 fights a year. I don't know contracts, but that's how some of them look. Once some shit start to end, those fighters gonna start to move over to Zuffa Boxing. Y'all gonna see, and that's when they gonna start taking over. You know what I'm saying? My man Z Pacino, what's good with you, bro? Salute to you. Jihad Tucker, and they getting back. Man, I don't know if they getting blackball. I don't know about that. I think they probably. I don't know. Maybe you can make a case. You can make a case for both. Let me say that. Let me not shoot it down. You can make a case for both. All right. So I'm looking forward. I think that shit gonna be pretty solid. All right, I gotta mention this. This is the return of Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. and you got Omar Chavez. So Chavez Jr. coming off a loss to Jake Paul, and then Ice then snatched him up. But I guess he's able to fight. He's gonna fight. I think this is gonna be on Azteca. So this might be on Facebook or something like that, maybe YouTube. But yeah, Chavez Jr. is back. So he's fighting on the 24th down in Mexico. So yeah, we might see some highlights about that. But Chavez Jr. ain't been relevant since the Sergio Martinez fight. To be, if we're gonna be honest, that's been a long ass time ago. So I just wanted to mention that. All right, so here's the biggest show of the weekend, man. We gotta touch on it. Matchroom Boxing, January the 24th in Vegas, Fontainebleau. We got the headliners. We have Raymore Tyler defending his IBF title versus Andy Cruz, mandatory challenger. I like this card though. It's a smaller show from what Matchroom been doing, but I like the names on this undercard. You got Zaquin Moses. He's back. You know what I'm saying? Up and coming prospect. Been looking real good. Good boxer. So yeah, keeping him active. Um, we got Harley Medeiros is on his card. He another good one too. He a good puncher. He's strong, talented. You know what I'm saying? So another matchroom guy. You got Gallegos. I like Gallegos. Capo Gallegos. He's a pretty good fighter too. They got him on the card. Look out for the Cuban Ronnie Alvarez. Look out for him. He's a pretty good fighter. Fights at super middleweight. He's gonna fight a 6 rounder. And these fights, these guys I just named, they should be on the prelims. Omari Jones from Orlando, the Olympian. You know what I'm saying? He's back. He's been looking good. He's impressed me in his couple of fights as a pro. I think he's 3-0, maybe 4-0. But he been staying active. I like his range. I like his punch variety. I think he got a lot of talent and he's athletic. I think that's gonna take him a long way. He got a 6 rounder. He gonna fight at the junior middleweight division against Jerome Baxter. So y'all tap in. I like Amari Jones. I like him. I think he can possibly become a world champion down the line. But of course, he got a long way to go. So um, and then Majimov. Let's speak on Majimov. He's making his return back to the ring, coming off a knee surgery. Former world champion. We know his credentials and his resume. He's coming off of back-to-back losses, right? Terrence Crawford and Virgil Ortiz Jr. So he didn't get back on the winning ways. I feel like this fight is a welcome back, maybe an audition to get him some easy money, get him back in the win column. I look, people try to shoot this down, but this is my theory. I think Majimov could be on the short list to get a Boots fight in March or April. And we all know what's going on with Boots and Virgil. We all know that fight look like that's not gonna happen. So they need a backup plan. And Majimov, I don't think it makes sense to throw him right back in and Boots his first fight back. But get him one fight and if he feel real good and his knee can hold up, I can see them making Boots and Majimov in Philly in April. I can see that shit. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? I can see it. So we'll see. And then look, this is another caveat too. So we know on the 31st, we got Bachman defending his title. We got three of the four titles on the line at 154 on January the 31st. But Bas Baru defending his WBA against Xander Zayas, his WBO, unification. So, when you have a unified champion, then that's when you can start having the regular. I don't want to start no shit, but they might throw in like a regular title. I know Boost is an interim champion, but he gonna have to fight. You know what I'm saying? He said they holding out a date for him for the end of March or April. So we'll have to see who they pick. We all want the Virgil fight, but if Majimov look good and he comes through this fight unscathed, I can see this fight. I can see Boots and Majimov. I'm just throwing it out there. I ain't saying it's official. I just can read between the lines and shit because all the other champions are busy or they gonna be resting. You know what I'm saying? They all fighting in January. So it's unlikely that they're gonna turn back around and fight Boots in March or April. If they're gonna fight Boots, it's gonna be in the summertime. June, July. So the question is, do Boots want to wait all the way from what he fought in he fought October. So he gonna wait to October all the way to the summertime to have a fight? Maybe he should wait if we're gonna fight for 2 belts, so he's gonna fight for a big fight if he can't get Virgil. But wouldn't it kind of make sense if he was to fight Majimov like April, something like that, just to stay active and it's a quality guy. They got Majimov number 2 in the ring rankings, so he can take that spot. So and he fought Virgil and he fought Terrence Crawford. So those are comparable fights. If Boots run through Majimov, then that's probably like the next best thing from fighting those guys. So I'm just throwing shit out there. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what Matchroom does, but I like to see Boots stay active. You always want to see your favorite fighters stay active for sure. Teaching the building, what's good with you, bro? Salute to you. GG Champ, what's good with you? Robert Brown in the building, what's good with you? Salute to you. Charles Conway versus Boots. Look, I'm not opposed to that. Neither one of those fights. If Spence is ready to come back, I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? If they want to do that, it is what it is. But I like Boots and Conwell. If Conwell is available, yeah, I mean, sure, why not? Ronnie Alvarez impressed me against Bruno. Okay, yeah, tap in, yo. We're gonna see what he got this weekend. Man, I like to see Boots and Charlo. I'm sure it won't happen. Yeah, yeah, just talk. You know what I'm saying? For me, I would like to see that too. I wouldn't mind that either. But I don't know. I don't know how real. I don't know how seriously to take Charlo. Boots versus Jesus Ramos. I mean, that would make sense if Ramos was back at 54. Look like he's going to stay at 60, and he's calling out the winner of Amo Williams and Adama. So I mean, if Jesus go back to 54, yeah, for sure. He said, "You think it's possible that some of the 50? Yeah, I think so. I think so. I mean, eventually, yeah. Virgil might be the first one there. To be honest, people really sleeping on Cruz Mortal. Yeah, bro, we're gonna get to it. Phyllis Nunez in the building. What's good with you, bro? Yeah, we're gonna work our way up. Yo, I like this fight right here though. Khalil Cole versus Jesse Hart. This is a crossroads fight. Jesse Hart is a veteran, been around for a long time from Philly. You know, if you look at his box rate, he haven't fought in a year, but he's been active. He's been with that TCL, so he's been active. So don't read too much into that. Khalil Cole, he had a hiccup. Like before he got stopped against Gallegos. He had up and down fights. He looked real good one fight, then he looked so. They look real good, that back and forth shit. The Gallegos fight, he got stopped. Wasn't in the best health. You know what I'm saying? Body shots got him, but I respect what he did. You know what I'm saying? He went down to Mexico and beat Gallegos in his home country and stopped him, beat him with a jab, and that was a hard thudding jab too. I like if he have that jab on Saturday against Jesse Hart, yeah, he on his way because that jab was stiff, hard. It busted up Gallegos, and he ended up with I think he quit. So that was a good comeback win. You know what I'm saying? I know it's some look, Kevin Newman the third, I respect him a lot. He went down to Mexico and lost to Gallegos. So for Cole to go down to Mexico and beat Gallegos, that's actually a solid win, underrated win as well. So these guys know each other. Jesse Hart, he got some dog in him. He gonna come to fight. I ain't gonna lie, this is me though. Y'all can take this is me talking and is what it is. Don't hold me to it. But I never really respected Jesse Hart's ring IQ. I say that because he fought Zerto Ramirez twice, and he fought the same exact fight twice. He knew coming into that fight that was Zerto Ramirez he was picked by a top rank. That was top ranks guy, and he didn't make no adjustments in the second fight. And then you know what I'm saying. So I felt like, and then with the Joe Smith fight, I feel like he didn't put off his best effort. So we're gonna see, man. These guys is talking. They selling the fight. Look like Khalil Cole want to be on the offensive and be aggressive. Let's see. But I would like to see him establish that strong, hard jab that he has against Jesse Hart and can kind of take away the advantages, the height and reach. Jesse Hart has the advantage of that, but Jesse can fight. He got a good jab himself, and he's proven to be a bigger puncher than Khalil Cole. But let's see, I think this can be action packed, or I can see Jesse Hart slowing down the pace and kind of making it, fighting when he want to fight, and what I'm saying, just dictating the pace. If he's gonna win, I think he got to dictate the pace and kind of, negate some of the offensive attack that Khalil Cole has. So we're gonna see though. I like this fight though. They got me hyped talking about it and the face off and shit. I'm ready. Imagine Boots and Rashidi. Yo, you know what? That's interesting too. I won't be mad at that fight either. Rashidi Ellis is campaigning at 154 now. He got top 10 rankings with the WBO and I think the WBC. I can't remember, but I wouldn't mind that if he spend that. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. What's going on with PBC on Amazon Prime? They're not putting nothing out. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, bro. Look, they lied to the fans. They said they was gonna have 12 shows in 2024, and they didn't even get close to that. And then last year, they had like 6 or 7 shows. So I don't know, man. It's disappointing because I wanna support boxing and the PBC fighters, and they give me no content. I don't really got nothing to say. So I don't know. they, every year it comes out the PBC is dead and this and that, and they come back with good shows. When they put on cards, they have some of the best cards. Like I ain't gonna lie, that Pitbull Cruz and Roach was pretty solid, other than the Lara fight. And then they have good cards, when they put fights on. It's not consistent enough for me and you as boxing fans. We want more. So I feel you. I'm with you. My man JC, what's good with you, bro? Salute to you. So I ain't pick a winner. I'm gonna take Khalil Cole in this fight. I'm gonna take Khalil Cole. He said, "What's your top three junior middleweight champions of all time?" Uh, Terry Norris, Jamel Charlo, and I fuck with Trinidad. Yeah, they might be my best. Those my favorite right there. Yeah, terrible Terry Norris, Jamel Charlo, Tito Trinidad. Let's go. Yeah, you can't throw me. You slide counter. You can't slide one in on me. Like I'm gonna have to stumble over my words like some of these content creators. They can't think about the history of the junior middleweight. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that though, keeping me on my toes. But we nice over here too. Keep it popping. Top rank and Tubi, bro. Let's get it, yo. I mess with Tubi. We on Tubi like every night, so they bringing boxing to Tubi is actually a benefit to me because I've been watching all those low budget movies on your iPhone. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, bro. Yeah, they might as well get a deal and tap in with Tubi because that's what it's free. Everybody know where to go. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta do no subscription, nothing crazy. So they might as well. All right, main event though. Andy Cruz versus Raymond Talio. I like this fight. I think it's an interesting fight, and it's been underrated. Haven't been getting the exposure as it should. 'Cause I think it's a really good fight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. He said, my man, yeah. He said, I respect that list, bro. Terry Norris. Oh, Mike McCallum is solid. Yes, sir. I fuck with him too. Winky Wright. Yeah, Winky Wright. Yep. Those are good. Yeah, those two great fighters too. Um, but yeah, I like this fight though. We know Andy Cruz bringing the amateur pedigree, good boxer, good defense. He got real good defense when he wants to. I feel like Andy Cruz, if he want to make this fight kind of one sided, he can just box all night and move. People like to say run, but if he use lateral movement, I don't think he will lose a round because he know how to hit and not get hit. But I don't know if fans want to see that, and I don't know if that's what Bozy is teaching him. So it kind of made the fight kind of even. Ray Mortala is very unassuming type of fighter. Like he do a lot of good things. You know what I'm saying? He's got good timing. He got good power with both hands. He's a good body puncher. He's a vicious body puncher. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of a he kind of he kind of got he's similar to me to like Dalton Smith with the way he shoot the right hand and the way he boxes and stuff like that. He got a big right hand as well. He's a solid fighter. Like he's real good. He can be good defensively. He can give you different looks. I see him, kind of in a crouching defensive shell. I see him on the high guard. He's actually a pretty talented fighter. You know what I'm saying? He been coming up the ranks, having the right fights, fighting veterans like Zora Adelev and Tevin Farmer. So, as far as resume wise and just experience in the pro ring, I think you have to give that edge to Raymond Mortala because Andy Cruz he fought 5 essays and then he fought one Japanese fighter that didn't have no defense. You could have hit him. He could have been in the middle of the ocean. You could have still hit him. You know what I'm saying? That was easy money. So the toughest fight Andy Cruz had was the Ray Antonio Moran fight, where he got hurt in that fight early, like in the third or fourth round, but he came back and he ended up stopping him. That was a good performance, you know what I'm saying? So I think I can see a good boxing match, you know what I'm saying? Tactical. Um, I think Raymond Tyler. I can see him trying to time Andy Cruz. I can see Andy Cruz actually, getting out to a solid start. Definitely with just his movement and his boxing and being like quicker to the punch. Because a lot of when you have two guys and one of the guys like kind of is real fast, he faster than the other guy. That guy normally he wins like the first 4 or 5 rounds. You know what I'm saying? So I can see Andy Cruz winning those, but I don't know if he's gonna let his hands go a lot while he's trying to anticipate more Tyler trying to counter punch. I don't know. We'll see how that plays out. But look, yo, I think it's a close fight. I think it's a close, even fight. I actually like Mortala in this fight. I think he'll edge it out or get a late stoppage. But I'm gonna go with the Raymond Tyler by decision. But I think it's gonna be tough though. He gonna have to navigate those early rounds, and he gonna have to definitely invest into the body to slow down Andy Cruz movement. And he got a. I like his style though. He can box. He can box his ass off. But you're gonna have to slow that down. You got to punch with him for sure, and occasionally go to the body. You may have to do some roughhouse tactics when you can get him along the ropes. Definitely let your hands go. You know what I'm saying? When you do that. For Andy Cruz, he just got to keep it in the middle of the ring. Like honestly, if he keep it in the middle of the ring, bro, and don't really cross that line, just use his jab and occasional right hand and hooks and stuff like that. Maybe shoot an uppercut or two. I think he'll have a lot of success. He don't have to back up. He can just get the middle of the ring and just box all night long because he's a quicker, faster guy. So let's see. This is a big test for Andy Cruz, though. This is the biggest test of his career. I think Mortala's gonna bring that shit, and Mortala's the bigger puncher to me. But I think Andy Cruz is a decent puncher as well, especially when he run them numbers. Because some of those shots he hit these guys with, they don't see that shit. So that's always effective. So I expect a good fight. This is for the IBF title. This is the first defense for Mortala. The winner is in a good position to either unify. You got Abdullah Mason out there. If whatever Shakur do, win or lose, a week later against Teofimo, he may come back to 135. You got the vacant WBA, so they trying to decide who's gonna fight for that. So yeah, this is a big opportunity for both guys, and I'm expecting a good fight. Yo, let's go. I know a lot of people ain't really on this, but as we get closer, I think it's actually a real good fight. You know what I'm saying? So let's get it. I'm kind of leaning towards Cruz. Andy by easy. Okay, Andy by easy UD. Okay, let's get it. I agree more Tyler. Now one thing sticks out. He just all around solid. Yeah, bro, he is solid, unassuming. He said, "Wow, you think high? Yeah, I think so. I don't know if he's special, but I think he's this one thing. Let me throw this out there too. The man who beat Keyshawn. Yeah, that shit was in the amateurs. I guess you can't throw it away all the way, but it wasn't like those fights I seen of him, Keyshawn, and then Keyshawn, I didn't see him like beating on Keyshawn. I see him all pointing him, being quicker, counter punching, being real crafty. Okay, he beat him too easy. But this fight right here, so this is the thing I think about when I'm looking at these guys. I'm picturing them in the ring. Raymond Tyler's going to slow some of that offensive stuff down because he's a counter puncher and he got good timing. So that's why I think that can be a path to his victory by winning some of those rounds as being the aggressor. Y'all look some little nuggets for you guys. Y'all know Vegas like the aggressive fighter. Y'all know that Vegas mess with the aggressive fighter. Also, too, top ranked fighters does well on the road against matchroom fighters. I mean, I'm just saying, we got some evidence of this. I think October on Boots Undercard, we had a top ranked heavyweight, Guido Vanello. He beat one of the matchroom fighters. Now I don't know. This don't really mean nothing, but I'm just saying, top rank normally wins that matchup on the road. So that might not mean nothing. I'm just throwing out little shit here and there. You know what I'm saying? But I think more Tyler is solid enough with his counter punch and his power to kind of keep Andy Cruz guessing, and maybe that can help him get some of these rounds. So we'll see though. Andy is more flashy, you know what I'm saying? So his stuff is gonna pop out more, you know what I'm saying? More Tyler is more. This is how he fight. Like the way he is, he just kind of quiet, just go along about his business, don't really talk no shit, just do his thing. Can that get the respect of the judges? You know what I'm saying? Because I think it's going the distance. So I don't know, man. And also too, we got a great trainer matchup. This is the closest we're gonna get to Boost and Virgil, ain't it? So let's see how these guys in the corner gonna have their fighter ready and how they gonna make these adjustments. Like, you know what I'm saying? How they gonna? So like we seen so this is what us boxing fans gotta get out of, right? We see fighters get dropped, and we automatically think that's gonna happen when he fights somebody else. Raymond Tyler got dropped against Herberto Galindo up in Fresno early in that fight. Got back up and ended up stopping that guy to the body. That tells a lot for me. Like he's resilient and he, you know what I'm saying, he able to come back and weather the storm and beat the guy. So that's dope to me. We haven't seen Andy Cruz in that type of situation as of yet. The only kind of heated situation he had was against Antonio Moran. He was buzzed. He got hit with like a temple shot. He was hurt. And then the Saucedo fight, he got touched up just a little bit, but not too crazy. He was in control. So I don't think it's a runaway, but maybe let's see if Andy Cruz is like that, like how everybody is saying, and he sweep him like 10-2, 9-3. Then I come back here and give him his props. But I think it's gonna be a close fight, competitive. It could come down to the wire. So let's go. Let's see. That's why we like these fights, man. 'Cause we don't exactly. Well, I know a lot of people. You know, for me, I don't exactly know who's gonna win. I can see a case for both guys. So that's why I want to see it. I don't think Raymond beats Tank, Keyshawn, Mason. Probably not those guys. You know what I'm saying? I think he's definitely a good fighter, though. He can be in some of those fights, depending on the tactics and the style. Like I said, he's heavy-handed. He's a good puncher too. So let's see. Dank Father in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute to you. Winston Lee, my guy in the building. What's good with you? Appreciate you, bro. He said facts. I said the same thing earlier. It's Boots and Vert. Yeah, bro. That's the closest we're gonna get, and that's a shame though. But I don't know. Hopefully they can fix that shit. Raymond is a better version of Carlos Balderas. Okay. I think. Well, I think he. I don't know. I feel like Carlos Balderas is not dedicated to the sport though. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Maybe. I was wondering where cash flow went. Yeah, Zuffa Boxing. This kid got talent. Wonder why he split. Oh, he split. I don't know why. I know he had. I think he split because he had that shit going on with his girlfriend. I don't know the details, but something happened right there, and they got rid of him. Cuban's safety first. I mean, they kind of changed that as of late though, because you got Cubans like Iglesias and Morel and Yo-Yo Hernandez. They getting busy. Ain't no safety first with them. You know what I'm saying? They getting busy, but I think Andy might have to go back to that. We'll see. I don't know Cruz like that just yet, but hope he is because we'd love to see Davis fight down line. Okay, Andy Cruz versus no Keyshawn versus Andy Cruz. Yeah, I think that fight should happen too. You know what I'm saying? I do think it should happen, but I feel like I don't know. Maybe it ain't the right time right now. But yeah, that's what it is though, man. Y'all make sure y'all tap in with this boxing. You know, it's like it's not a lot of cards this week, so which is kind of good. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of counter programming, but it's a lot to look out for. Like we all eyes is gonna be on Zuffa Boxing because everybody and their mama gonna have a critique or some type of criticism or whatever. I'm for it. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I don't really care about all that other shit that goes along with it. I don't care about the Muhammad Ali Act. None of that. I don't care about that shit. Why? Because it don't really affect me like that. And two, the people who really complaining about it ain't going to Congress and fighting on the behalf of it. They don't. They just the shit happened. Then they go talk shit. They like, damn, they had a secret meeting. Man, bro. If you know, like if you want to tap in with that shit, you'll know where to go. You feel me? People just be hindsight, that fake outrage, what I'm saying, in hindsight. But this has been my thing as a boxing fan. I don't care what promotion company it is, what network, whatever, streaming service, I don't care. If you got a consistent schedule, I'm going to fuck with you. I'm going to support it. I'm going to tap in. I buy your merch too. All that good shit because that's all I want to see. I'm here for the fights. I don't care about the drama, whatever, all the other shit everybody else talking about. I'm here for the fights. And that's how I came to the sport. I didn't come to the sport, you know what I'm saying, watching Terry Norris. Since we're going to speak on Terry Norris, I brought him up. I didn't come to the sport wondering who he was messing with. He had drama too back in the day. I remember he unified with a champion named Paul Vader. Paul Vader was the IBF champion. He had beat Vincent Petway. He beat Vincent Petway after Vincent Petway beat Simon Brown. Dropping some history on y'all, right? He had Simon Brown kind of like convulsing and shit when he knocked him out. So Paul Vaden beat Petway for the title. He unified with Terry Norris right away. Those guys had beef. You know what I'm saying? I think Paul Vaden was messing with Terry Norris' wife or some shit. Now imagine me in boxing back then talking about that shit. You know what I'm saying? That I didn't really care about that. I just want to see the fight. But nowadays we gotta talk about all this other shit outside of the ring. So that's why I say if you got a promotion company, a platform, or whatever you doing with boxing, if your shit consistent, I'ma fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? I'ma mess with you. You know, because that's what I'm here for. We ain't here for all that other extra shit. Tabloid boxing, man. We don't got time for that. It's a facts of Cuba used to be safety first. Yeah, they ain't. Most of them ain't like that no more. My man T's laughing. What do you think about Canelo? Who you think Canelo fighting his comeback? I think it's gonna be between. I think it's gonna if Resendez beat Munguia in May. Oh shit! This almost dropped some. If Resendez beat Munguia in May, it's gonna be Resendez. If he don't, it might be Hamza Shiraz. But yeah, it might be Hamza Shiraz anyway. If Hamza Shiraz can beat Pacheco, so yeah, I think it'll be one of those guys, Resendez or Shiraz. If Pacheco win, maybe Pacheco get it too. Maybe Pacheco get it too. I don't think he's gonna choose in Billy, and he's not fucking with Iglesias. He's not gonna choose Iglesias. We know that. So I'm gonna say between look. I'm gonna say another one too, a dark horse. Maybe Chris Eubank Jr. too. So I got three: Hamza Shiraz, Resendez, and maybe Chris Eubank Jr. There you go. I just want some great scraps. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like all that other drama shit, y'all can have that. I'm with you. I care about the fights. Yeah, bro. Like I don't care what platform. I don't care how many people. Like when I'm watching fights, I'm not looking in the crowd. Like people so concerned about these ticket sales and all that bullshit. All that shit do is to protect your favorite fighters. Nobody really care about that shit at the end of the day. If you really want to watch the fights, like because you're not doing that with every event. Because look, ain't nobody talking about Mortala and Cruz ticket sales. Ain't nobody mentioned them shits because it don't because those two guys is not in the algorithm of their favorite fighters yet. Not yet. Now once they do, then we're gonna go back and say Andy Cruz ain't sell shit. Mortala can't sell nothing. You know what I'm saying? So bro, just keep it consistent. That's why like you can't really fuck with everything people say. You gotta take it for what it's worth. If you're looking at ticket sales of a certain fighter, then you gotta think, okay, he fuck with that guy. He don't like that guy. Okay, now I know why he talk about it. Okay, we good. It ain't really no nothing behind it. You know what I'm saying? Like for all the ticket sales we hear them speak about that's not doing well. I ain't heard nobody say shit about Caballero versus Kimber. That shit was loud as hell over there in Germany. Ain't nobody speak on that. That was dope. It was a dope atmosphere too. But y'all know how it is. Even some backyard Kimbo slice scraps, bro. I'm watching like any fight, bro. I ain't trying to be in the mix, but I watch that shit. The only one who's fighting for them is John McCain, and he gone anything. He's a transition, didn't he? He said, speaking of stuff outside the ring, you caught man. I seen some of that shit. I seen them complaining about Joe Goosen. I'm like, why y'all? This is how I look at it though. Why y'all tripping about Joe Goosen? And he like 70 something years old. He can barely hear at the press conference. Bro, why y'all, bro? They tripping over there. Bro, this is boxing. Shit happens like that all the time. Now, I do think Joe Goosen, kind of set up Ryan. It kind of looked crazy because he's a PBC guy. His brother-in-law is Tom Brown. They rocking together for what I'm saying. He rocking with PBC. He even do broadcasting on PBC. So him training Ryan for Tank, that shit was weird. Cause look, he wasn't even He was over there chilling in the corner with the PBC staff. He ain't worried about no Ryan Garcia, so I don't know why Ryan mad. He should got over that shit. Oh, I love that one. Yo, that'd be a banger, bro. Let's get it. I'm for that fight. He said, I think it's in Billy. Canelo #1 WBC. Also stylistically, he's a fit, and Billy is there. Yeah, I mean that would be dope. I wouldn't mind that. I think and Billy has to fight for that title first. So when Billy's gonna fight for that, I don't think he's gonna wait till September. I would love to see them run it back with Billy and Martinez for the vacant WBC, like coming up. You feel me? Like in the next couple of months. But if Billy gonna fight Canelo in September, I don't think he's gonna wait that long, bro, to fight Canelo. Country Q in the building. What's good with you, bro? 2 cents. What's good? Salute to you. He said super loud. He said facts. That bro, that shit was going crazy, right? Yo, that shit was dope. Like he need to do another car over there like ASAP. Yeah, Ryan out of control. Joe Goosen was like, "What do you want me to do, bro? I gotta get paid out for sure." Ryan to Zupa boxing, shit, he might go. He said Cabia had the arena rocking. Hopefully, they can bring more shows there between Cabio, Iglesias. Yeah, those guys. Yeah, I mean that's dope. If they can, yeah, that's dope. Bring more card. They got. I would love to see a Cabia Usyk would probably be like real talk. Nobody is saying this, but Cabia and Usyk is like one of the biggest fights in boxing right now, based on how that shit looked at for Cabia's last fight in Germany. And there was like a what 13,000. I don't know how many they had in there, but that seemed like a little like an arena, 14,000. They trying to do a soccer stadium. Um, that's crazy. Yeah, I seen that shit. Yo, they interviewing her and everything. That shit is nasty work. I ain't never heard her talk, so I did listen to the interview, the little clip they had. But yeah, that shit is crazy. But look, that's actually smart though. This dude throwing up. I see your emoji at first. Oh shit! But look, oh, it's actually smart though because that's the casual fan base. They know who that lady is, that woman is, right? So the streaming people, whatever, they'll tap in based on her being in Ryan Garcia's shit. That shit is hella funny though. He was punching the shit out of her stomach. I was laughing off that shit. Talking about ticket sales, the whole that's what that shit is. That look, Teofimo and Shakur Stevenson is about to break a million. They about to do a million at the gate. A million, bro. That shit like it's shit is weird. It's cool though. Like I understand why it's being pushed out there like that. I understand because they don't fuck with Shakur, but that's how you know just how to take it, right? Like a lot of us, a lot of boxing fans, we just want to hear the news. We don't really like we got our favorites and shit like that, but we ain't some of us is in the middle. So when we listen to the news, we're like, damn, they ain't selling. What the fuck going on? Blah blah blah. But we don't understand that hey, that's being pushed because that guy, whoever is putting it out there, they don't fuck with that fighter. It go look, y'all can tell. Listen to y'all can tell who don't like who. Listen to the content. Listen to the content. They know you know who they picking by the way they talk about the guy. So it is what it is. I don't trip off that because I just know what it is. If you about to do $1 million gate in these day and times, that's actually good because not a lot of American fighters are doing $1 million gates. You know what I'm saying? I think Haney did a good. Devin Haney did a good gate in San Francisco with Regis. He should have basically all his fights over there. You know what I'm saying? Because he did a real good number. Boost did a good number, doing good numbers in Philly. So a lot of these guys been doing good. Like Teofimo never did more than what 5,000 and shit. But Shakur did 10K a couple of times. So it's like, I don't know. Well, we know what that is, though. It's all good, though. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be tapped in. That's a hell of an opportunity for Billy. Plus, yeah, on I mean, I can see it if Billy beats, let's say if Billy wins, because he's not the WBC champion yet. He's still interim. They didn't elevate him. So if he get the title, and then fight Canelo in September, I'm cool with it. But if that's his next fight, I don't see that. I don't see him waiting that long. You know what I'm saying? Slum Buster Theory. Shout out to Mark Grace. They making up narratives and some folks believe. Yeah, that's how it's gonna all. It's never gonna stop though. It's never gonna stop. You think it's more likely to see Schofield Roach or Schofield Lucas Body? Oh shit, that's a good question, bro. Um, Damn, that's a good question. I think the only thing that's keeping me from picking Roach is because he's just rehabbing his hand. So how long are they going to wait for that? You know what I'm saying? So it may be Lucas Body, maybe, but then again, look, yo, none of them dudes got a network deal. Only one got a network deal is MVP, and that's the Zone. Schofield, he with Golden Boy. So I don't know why they was talking about Netflix. That's nasty work too. Because you're not gonna fight on Netflix unless you Jake Paul, Mike Tyson, Terrence Crawford, Canelo Alvarez, Katie and Amanda. If those ain't your names, you ain't gonna fight on there. And Jake Paul ain't fighting no time soon. You know what I'm saying? So, but they do work with the Zone MVP. So maybe that's the one, Lucas Body. But then Lamar Rose Jr. got more favor with the WBA. If he wasn't injured, I would say Roach for sure. So let's see. That's why my stance on this. They should do a 4-man tournament. Put these 3 guys in there and add one more, and run that shit. That's what I would do. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. My man said facts. Mostly Tank fans. They do that. Yeah. Um, What's your official pick? I like more Tyler by decision. That's my official pick. Decision. Close fight. I don't think he gonna dominate. Yeah. But it's cool. I mean, that shit is weird to me though. I don't know. Because like Tank name shouldn't be in nobody's conversation to be honest. Like real talk, you should be interviewing Captain Kenny and Calvin. Calvin ain't no king. Not Captain Calvin. This Captain Kenny. Interview Captain Kenny, ask him, you know what I'm saying, what type of advice you gonna give Tank in this situation or some shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what you need to be work. Like honestly, speaking on Tank is like just you know what that is. We just gotta get motherfuckers in the building. It ain't really no substance to that because obviously he's not in a position to fight. And as a boxing fan, I'm not gonna talk about somebody that's not in position to fight. I'm not gonna waste my time. You know what I'm saying? If he got a fight coming up, we tapped in. We support him at the end of the day. Or if it's, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is, we definitely tapped in. We're going to support whatever. But if he's not fighting, I don't care, bro. I don't care. Like you don't have to interview look, if he's not fighting, we don't need to do no more interviews with Kenny. We'll look, Terrence Crawford retired. We don't need to do no more interviews with Bernie the boxer. That shit is dead. What's the purpose? You know what I'm saying? You cheerleading this guy. This is your guy. You came up with. He's gone. What we need your input for? You know what I'm saying? I don't even listen to that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? Crawford retired, bro. I'm good. You know, yeah, but I don't even listen to these guys unless they got something in the motion and they doing something in the business of boxing. And we just gotta talk about them just to talk about them. I don't got time for that shit because, bro, that shit. We got all these other fights and shit to talk about. That other shit don't really mean nothing in the grand scheme of things. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these people don't really care about. They're gonna turn on Tank anyway. They're gonna turn on his ass, and he don't even really want the support. The dude don't even want to be in boxing. So I mean, if you don't want to be in boxing, then why we even talk about it? But I get it. That dude pay bills, so salute to him, and salute to everybody eating off that nigga. You know what I'm saying? They eating off his ass. So hey, keep it pushing. I guess. You know what I'm saying? Keep it pushing. He said, "Have you seen the Oz Dub? They got crews. Yeah, I seen them shits. I seen it. You know what I'm saying? I seen it." He said, "Real spill." Um, I don't know, bro. I seen those odds. They don't really tell the whole truth though. That's why I'm kind of hesitant on that shit. I'm like, bro, that shit way wide. I think I seen like 7-1 type shit. But it is what it is. But yeah. Yes, sir. Salute to everybody coming through the building, though. I appreciate the time. We'll be back to break down these fights, the fight week for sure. I'm waiting for these rankings to come out, the WBO and the WBC. We haven't seen those for this month, for the new year, for January. So they should be popping. So y'all know we tapped in with the rankings. And then y'all tap in on Saturday. No, excuse me, Sunday. Sunday morning. I think it's like 5 o'clock my time. I'm on the West Coast. 5:30 my time. 8:30 on the East Coast. I'm gonna drop a live. We're gonna cover the news and notes. We're gonna recap the fights for this weekend, and we're gonna talk about a lot of shit. We got a lot of boxing news to cover actually. And the way I do it, for anybody first time listening to me, or you're gonna hear this, I don't really do the you know what I'm saying, the most popular news. Like I'm not talking about Tank and them looking for Tank and all that shit. I'm not talking about that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not my flavor. That's not my cup of tea. We talking about purse bids that's coming up. We talking about fight announcements, possible fights that's coming up. We talking about the schedule. We talking about shit like that. You know what I'm saying? News that's relevant to boxing fans that want to watch the fights. Like all that other shit, that's some TMZ shit, bro. We good on that. We good on TMZ. You know what I'm saying? Real Housewives type shit. We good. But like we're gonna break down some of the news and stuff that's going on in boxing, and can't wait to do it. So Sunday we're gonna be back with that. But in the meantime, yo, y'all tap into my community page. I'm gonna start posting more of my community. I dropped the video like a little short of the face to face with Khalil Cole and Jesse Hart. That shit was kind of dope. I like that. That shit got me kind of hyped. So I'm looking forward to that fight. So y'all just stay tuned. If you guys got social media, you can definitely tap in with me on social media. Twitter, it's scrolling across the bottom. Twitter at OverJ, Instagram L Does Boxing. Yo, y'all pull up, bro. We good. Let me see. He said, "What's going? I'm going for Cruz. That's a heavy favorite. I'm gonna put some bread on Raymond. Not gonna lie. Okay, bro. I feel you. Just curious. What's your thoughts on Ryan's fight, bro? Um, you know what? I think I don't trust Ryan. You know what I'm saying? And I think Barrios can beat him, but Barrios, I don't trust him. So kind of like catch 22. I think the height of Barrios is gonna give Ryan some issues if he's letting his jab go and he can hook off that jab like he did in the Ugas fight. He blinded Ugas with the jab and then he hooked off of it and he was dropping him and hurting him. I think he can do some of that in Ryan's fight, in the Ryan fight. And I think he can. I think he can take away the left hand because it's just a left hook. Y'all know what it is. Brian ain't developed nothing else that these guys should have to worry about. So I think Barrio's going to fight better than he did in his last couple of fights. Look, he showed some type of emotions today. You know what I'm saying? He was actually talking shit back, which that tells me he's motivated. So I think Barrio's going to actually win this fight. To be honest. I don't trust Ryan Garcia and his daddy. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't trust him. I don't trust his training talents and his accolades. I don't. Maybe I'm tripping. What's up with Fonseca? He's on the WBA rankings at the Continental. Uh, so Francisco Fonseca is the WBA gold champion. So that's basically like how to describe that shit. That's like it's like the silver title in the WBC. It's weird. It's underneath the interim title. So he might not have a say in fighting for that vacant title. So it's just like it's basically like a trophy type of belt, whatever. It got him above the rankings. Yo, I actually talked to him too, bro. It's weird. That's a weird ass connection, right? L Dub and Fonseca, right? Well, I talked to him. Shout out to Google Translate. Salute to them. But no, I asked him, have you heard anything? He was like, nah, he haven't heard nothing, but he hoping for it. So he's basically he got the WBA gold, but it's just I guess it's like a trinket, kind of like the silver title. And I don't know what it means, to be honest. Nobody never broke that shit down all the way. So we'll see. But he should be in the mix based off him having that title. That's why I said they should do a 4-man tournament. And then, they should do a 4-man tournament for that. Because look, you got two guys that won an eliminator, and they're not even in the mix. Lucas Body won an eliminator, he in the mix. But the Russian, Usamanov, he just beat Maxie Hughes. So what he doing with his eliminator? You know what I'm saying? Lamar Roach got claimed to that belt because he really beat Tank. Schofield got a claim because he been number one for a while. So you got like 5 people that got a claim for the title. So do a 4-man tournament and run that shit. That's my thing. And then the winner, they come out as WBA champion. That's what I say. Oh my bad, I missed this one. I had a guy tell me Shakur Pro the champion. He ain't fought nobody. That's crazy. Yeah, they just don't follow boxing like that. You know what I'm saying? Real boxing talk. I appreciate you, bro. He said, that's a shade room shit. Yeah, bro. Nasty. 100. My man, Des 215. What's good with you, bro? Salute to you. You got them Eagles up there. Salute to you. Gold champion. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Which fight do you think the most upset is most likely in? Damn, that's crazy. Like, that's an interesting crest. I'm gonna have to say Keyshawn Ortiz because I don't think Shakur or Teofimo is an upset if either guy wins. I think that's like a 50-50 fight, honestly. But I have to go with Ortiz and Keyshawn Davis. But that's a close fight too. Like, honestly, it's real 2 competitive fights. Like, look, the jury is still out on Keyshawn too. He destroyed his city, blew up his city, and we supposed to forget about that shit. Got both of his brothers fired. He beefing with, you know what I'm saying? He got rid of his training staff, and him and Top Rank was going back and forth. And now we supposed to, okay, yeah, he's back. Now you gotta show me in this. Now you gotta show me. I was with you. You know what I'm saying? Until you blew up your city. Now you gotta show me. And he's in there with a tough Ortiz. So I think maybe Ortiz may be the upset that most likely happen. You know what I'm saying? Because Shakur on his shit right now. So that he gonna be kind of hard to beat. Make that shit a tournament. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just make it a tournament, bro. You know what I'm saying? And run it like that. Barrios has a better gas tank. Has a better gas tank, but I don't know, man. See, that's the thing too. Like, so the only glimmer of hope though is he looked a little motivated today. He's normally stoic and don't really say too much. But he was talking shit back. He was responding back and all that good shit. He called Ryan a clown and shit. So, he was going back and forth a little bit. So maybe that's a little more because I think Barrios has the skills to beat him. You know what I'm saying? Like this, like honestly, yeah, bro. He need to tighten up because us Boston fans ain't respecting Barrios no more. He got his respect what he did with the Tank fight. I thought he fought real hard. He fought well, and he was winning that fight until Floyd Mayweather came into the corner and told Tank to tighten up, basically. But he was doing well in that fight. You know what I'm saying? And in the Ugas fight, he looked real good. Thurman, so let me break this down with Barrios. Barrios gonna forever get big opportunities because he made himself available and he was dependable when PBC needed him. Let me explain. Barrios, you remember when Barrios fought on Tank and Leo Santa Cruz undercard? It was Barrios and Regis. Regis went to PBC to fight Barrios. Barrios is like, yo, I can't make the weight no more. You know what I'm saying? So what they did was they went to Barrios and like, look, can you make weight one more time for Tank? We'll get you the Tank fight. And of course he made it. So him doing that, making himself available, and he became dependable. He been on pay-per-view ever since, hasn't he? Except for one fight when he fought Jim, his comeback fight after Thurman. The Thurman fight was on pay-per-view. He headlined that. He fought Giovanni, I forgot his name. The one AB fought in the bubble. He beat him, stopped him. Then he got the Ugas fight. That was on pay-per-view. And the rest of his fights been on pay-per-view. He got favored with the PBC. So he gonna be able to get big fights forever. So I think now all this good gracious and good stuff he been in, he got to capitalize on that shit. And this is opportunity to fight a big star in the sport of boxing. And if he beat up on Ryan, which I think he has a good opportunity to do, because Ryan didn't look good in that fight. He didn't look like the same fighter that when he fought Devin Haney. Y'all can say what y'all want. He didn't look strong and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? He looked like he looked regular. He looked like a guy moving up that really not dedicated to the sport, right? Moving up, he looked like a lightweight moving up in 147. That's what lightweight's supposed to look like when you're not on any PEDs. He's a lightweight. He went to 140. He jumped up to 147, the biggest weight of his career. That's what you're supposed to look like. You know what I'm saying? And actually, this is actually should be Barrios' fight to lose. To be honest, he been in the weight longer. He's a bigger, stronger guy. At this weight class, he's more proven here. He got the height and reach advantage. He been in, he probably more experienced than Ryan Garcia because he been on the big stage for a while. So I don't know. It's just we don't trust Barrios with those last couple of performances. I get it though. I get it. Facts. He knows he's dealing with a hype job. That's what I'm saying, bro. This will get him bigger and better fights. Um, man, I don't know. Maybe just a psychological advantage. But I ain't really high on him as no trainer either. Maybe back in the 90s and shit, early 2000s. Giovanni said, "There you go." I think his nickname is like the Wolf, Labobo or some shit. Yeah, appreciate that, bro. So yeah, man. Salute to y'all coming through the building, man. That's my time. Make sure you guys tap into this boxing though for sure. We're gonna come back and talk about it. Y'all more than welcome to join me for that. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it for sure. Y'all guys kind of keep me going, keep me hype about this shit, and hopefully we can enjoy some good fights tomorrow and Saturday. Then we'll come back and talk about it. Salute to everybody coming through the building once again. That's my time, and I'm out.